Hi all! In this third part of tutorial series you will learn how to add some hit action to your project. In our case we will trace the sledgehammer hit and we will create some action if the punch hits any target. In the first two parts of tutorial series we created our own player character, downloaded sledgehammer from Sketchfab and added that to the player character, and also we added some animations, hit animation. Okay, let's start. First thing we have to do, we have to be able to trace the sledgehammer movement. And for that, we will create some sockets. So open the character blueprint, go to viewport, and then select your sledgehammer and go to the static mesh and browse to the content browser. And now we are in the content browser and we can open the sledgehammer static mesh by double clicking it. And from here, static mesh editor, we can find the socket manager from here. If it's not visible, if it's hidden, you can open it from the window menu, window and socket manager. And from here we will create two sockets. First name will be collision start, and you will need another out of this, but first I will slightly move this to my handle, and then I will create another one. This will be collision end. And with the help of these two socket points, we will draw the tracing sphere later. But let's first move this collision end socket at the tip of my sledgehammer. I will slightly to move it up. Okay, I think now it's good. With the help of these 2 points, socket points, we are able to trace the movement of the sledgehammer. Now we can save this and we can close this and go back to our level. To be able to trace the hit, we will need a new animation notifier. So let's create right mouse blueprint class and then all classes and write anim notify state and select that one and select. This will be ans underscore sledge hit notifier. Then double click to open it, and from here we want to override the tick function. Receive notified tick, this one. Okay, let's make some room and alt click, remove this pin here, and from the mesh comp I will first get the player character. And from the player character return value I want to cast it to BIM third person character, our player character. Yes, connect these. Our main function here will be sphere trace by channel function. This one. From here we will need the reference to the sledgehammer, so get sledgehammer from the player character. And from here we will take the socket locations. So get socket location here from the sledgehammer, and socket name will be collision start. And we will also need collision end, so make copy, paste this one, and collision end is the another socket. And then we connect this starting point and this one as an endpoint for our trace. And with radius, I define the size of the sphere, the tracing sphere, and I want to see the results for debugging for duration. So this is how it goes. And sledgehammer, we will need the also word context object. Compile, yes, and save. And let's go back to level. Next we need to open the animation montage, and from here we will add new notify track with the right mouse, add notify track, and from here we will need to add notify state and ANS sledge hit. Now we need to find the correct position for the tracking. So, and up, okay, from here I will move notifier and it should be about here. So I track from the angle. So our notifier will be active during this time. Save it and back to level. Now we can test it out by playing the level. So let's try to hit, see what happens. Yes, the tracing is working. And debug this drawer. Let's try to hit something. Yes, there is a hit. Green lights on, so I hit something. Size of the sphere is quite okay. Let's try this one also. Yes. Now we can continue and add some hit action. So let's open the sledge hit, and from here I want to create a new function from the out hit. I want to break my hit result, break hit result, and expand the parameters. From here we can do a lot of things to hit result. In our case we want to hide the hit component. But let's first make a branch here. We need branch here because we only want to do some action if we have the hit target. And for the hit component we will get reference from here. So from here we want to set visibility to hidden. So set visibility, and now it's false, and hit component will be hidden. Only if I'm hitting something, and if I'm not hitting I can continue out from here. I also need to set collision disapplied or unapplied in our case, and no collision, and from here till the end. I will move this slightly, so now I should be able to connect these. Yes. Okay, now it's ready. So if we hit some component, We will set it hidden and also collision, no collision. Okay, we still need a reference here. So from hit component to target and compile and save. Now we can go back to level and try it out. Play the game. Play the level. Got it right, okay. Yes. And now I will hit the wall. Yes. It's hidden and also the collider is removed. Working well. Let's modify it slightly more and add some action. So let's go back to the ANS sledge hit, make some room here and alt click to remove the connection, and from here I want to add new function, spawn emitter at location. So with the help of this function we will get some nice explosion. Location is the hit point and the emitter template will be b_explosion. This is coming from the starter pack, this emitter asset. And I will also need a world context object reference, and I will get it from here. So dragging from here to world context object. You can reroute this connection by double clicking the line, and then you can drag the read route into another location. And also from here I want to double click this and drag it here. So now it looks better and more organized. Now we have the explosion. I also want to add some sound here. So spawn sound 2D is the function name. And from here I will select the explosion 01. This is also coming from the starter pack. And then I just want to go to the end node. I will also need world context object reference to this function. Double click to reroute and drag from the both sides. So now the explosion should happen in hit location and also sound at the same time. Compile and save and back to level. Let's try it out and see what happens. Yes. I couldn't get the sound to this video, but there's a huge explosion sound. But you will hear it if you follow my instructions. I want to destroy my BIM model. Let's remove the debug draw of the sphere trace. So it's from here, draw debug type, not for duration, none. Yes. And now we can find also this node here and compile and save. Let's try it once again. Yes, still working and no debug lines are drawn. Now I can start to demolish my BIM model. We have now reached the end of this tutorial series and finally managed to get some action to our BIM model. The purpose of this video series was to go through how to export BIM model to Unreal Engine, and after that give some walkthrough examples how you can use Unreal Engine tools for creating simple interactivity at the top of your BIM model. We went through Sketchfab to get 3D assets, Mixamo for animations, and finally did some blueprint visual scripting to implement our sledgehammer hit action. Hopefully you learned something new from all of this, and thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to see my next videos. See you, bye!